Hey tubers, this is Robert 28 1979. I'm going to give you a little update on the Case 444. I took it out the other day. Did a little bit of mowing out here in my yard on the side by the road. Did pretty good out there in that light, shorter grass. Brought it over here on the west end of my garden where we didn't mow this year, we didn't till it or nothing, so it had some pretty, not real thick, but that stringy grass that was just, it was probably about 2.5 to 3 foot tall. It was dead, of course, but I went to try to mow through that, and this thing said not no, but hell no. It completely shut down on me. So I went out there, jumped it back off, got it back started. And the problem I was having then is this carburetor. I don't know what it's off of, but it is not correct for this motor. It did not come with this motor. I don't know who ever rebuilt this thing. I guess maybe the carburetor was bad or something. Found this carburetor put on it. And there's a couple different ways I can tell this ain't it. For one, when that happened, it kept loading up with gas and bogging down real bad, just sitting there, not even moving or nothing. And kind of got to looking and messing. And I noticed, like I said, I showed you here on the hood where it had been cut out. Well, they cut it out so this little tab here, which is the choke, which you'll see moves. They had to cut the hood so that tab would clear the hood. Well, that tells you right there, that's not the original carburetor. I'll show you one over here. This actually came off my buddy's 16 horse Kohler. And you see the choke tab. It had a tab just like that on the old carburetor that came with that motor. So that tells me it's been replaced. The other issue I had with this when I had it out there running is after messing with this thing a little bit, when I got started and finally put it in the gear, you can see on here the lever right there was neutral. You put it here, it'd take off forward on you, and you get to right about here and it'd stop. Well, I went underneath and adjusted the linkage, got to where it goes all the way in reverse, all the way to forward now. Well, the problem I had with it, in low gear, you could take off, put it right there, and it was creeping, you push it all the way up there, it wouldn't move very much faster, in low or high range. Reverse, did a little bit better, but not too much. So I'm actually wondering if it's actually the valve underneath where those two screws are right there, if it's the actual valve down here that is bad, or wore out or what, or if my hydraulic drive motor's not very bueno. So it could either be one of those, or actually it could even be the actual hydraulic pump itself. Because when you lift the motor up, or the mower deck up, it winds a little bit, and when it tops out and is lifted up and the cylinder actually tops out, it'll try to shut the motor down. I mean, it's like this motor just don't have any ponies, and it just craps out. But I'm not sure, because even idling the motor up as full throttle as far as it'd go didn't make much of a difference in the speed of this thing. I've seen enough videos on YouTube of other 444s that will get up and move as fast as that 222, if not a little faster. But this thing, in high range, full throttle, all the way, and forward, full max forward, will not outrun. This one will not outrun the 222 in low range. The same way. full throttle, full forward, the KH222 in low range is faster than this is in high range. So somewhere there's an issue, and I got to find it. I said I don't know where it's. I'm just have to kind of start messing with stuff, and I'm kind of thinking it might be in that valve, but then I really don't know. I mean, like I said, it could either be the valve or it could be that drive motor, and I hope it's not the drive motor. Cause hydraulic drive motor is not very cheap, but it does move. It moves on its own power, so I'm not real deterred on getting it completely done as long as it still moves. But you know, and I thought, well, maybe it's even lower out of oil, and no, it's got plenty of oil. But then I'm sitting here wondering, okay, well, you know, this little plate here says wintertime run SW20, summertime 20W40. Well, gotta sit here and wonder, has somebody dumped oil into it, say 030 or something, and I don't know. So I said, if I'm gonna mess with the valve, and if I'm gonna mess with that motor, then I'm gonna go ahead and drain the whole hydraulic system out, and then go buy a whole bunch of oil, put new oil in it, and see if that helps any. But when I mess with the valve and I drain the whole system out, I'm also going to take that hydraulic drive motor off and tear it apart and go through it. Maybe check it out, put new seals or O-rings and stuff in it, and see if that might help it. And then I've got another issue I was looking at, trying to figure it out, is should I put a 3-point hitch on this mower, on this machine? I don't know if I would benefit any better, especially seeing as how I do not have a 4-inch stroke cylinder. Because with the same lift cylinder that comes on this, every one I got, I said this one's 2 3/4 inch stroke. That one I believe is a 3, maybe a 4-inch stroke, but it's not very big. So I don't know how good that would work. And both of that one there and this one here both have a 1-inch pinhole in them, versus the case it only has a 1/2 inch. But that's where I'm at, because honestly I don't like the slave hitch. But if I have to have that, I can make another one that would mount to the 3-point hitch and do it that way and be fine, and just put this thing on eBay or whatever, or have it laying around here to where somebody else is doing a restoration project and wants it for their restoration project or whatever, it'll be there. So God, I'm doing a lot of rambling tonight. But that's pretty much where it's at on this. So everything does work, but it just don't work like it should. So got a lot of troubleshooting basically to do on the hydraulic drive system, find out what's going on there. But I don't know. I even thought about swapping the drive motors out from the 222 to this one to see if there's any difference, but I did find out the hydraulic motors are different, and they do have different displacements per motor, so that probably wouldn't help me out too much there. So And who knows, this rear end transmission might not even have any oil in it. I don't know, I ain't checked it yet. But I'm assuming it does, so everything else has been gone through. So, and then again, you never know. I gotta get this mower deck off so I can get underneath it and mess with it and figure this stuff out. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I need to go inside, take me some more allergy medicines, and get my butt in bed, because it's already 5 till 1 in the morning. This day's already been long enough, and I'm ready for it to end. So anyways, if y'all ain't subscribed, rate my videos, comment, let me know what y'all guys think. You know, give me some input here of whether I should do a repower on this thing or just leave it original or what, because it's, as it, I like it original as it sits, but I don't know, because if I do repower it, I'm not going to do it the same as I did the 222. I'm not going to chop up on the hood and run the stacks through, put a big old breather through the top of the hood. I ain't going to do that. You know, I've actually found some online, which I'll show here. There is a manifold, is what I call it, that screws to here, which is only about that much taller than here, and it 90s over with a output. You run a hose, a flex hose, and then mount your breather, and then you run it to your breather, and that way it'll eliminate having to cut a hole in the hood. The exhaust on this one's the same as the other one I put on there, except this one's all cast iron to here. So which means I'll probably be able to do, you know, so the way that one runs down might even work out better, because I would actually put the exhaust coming out like right here, which I could probably take and do something different with it, because I don't remember if this has got an oil filter on it or not. I don't believe it does. No, this one does not have an oil filter, as where the other one on the 222 does. And that's why I ran the stacks, because I couldn't run the exhaust around that oil filter the way I wanted it to. So this one does not have oil filter, so that works out better for me. Better options. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. So like I said, if you ain't subscribed, rate my videos, comment if you like, let me know what y'all guys think, and look forward to more videos coming of this. And tomorrow I've got to get all this mess cleaned up and cleaned out to where I can get a 2013 Dodge Ram 1-ton dually in here, because I'm putting airbags on the back of it for them to help with load capacity on that thing, and front shocks. So I'll see what I can do about getting some videos of that, and we'll kind of go from there and see what happens tomorrow. But until the next video, guys, y'all have a good one. Thank you.